In this video, I'm going to share with you why a house or a property is not an investment. Well, a lot of people may think that buying a house is a kind of investment. So, what do you think? I'm sure that we all always come across people who would tell us that, hey, I want to do an investment, therefore I should buy a house. But according to Robert Kiyosaki, a house is only an asset if you put them into good investment purposes, which is, to be specific, the house needs to generate positive cash flow. Now let's analyze into the possible usage of house owners. Let's say today you're a house owner that you're going to buy a house. So it can possibly be for your own stay. Like if let's say you fall into this category that you're going to intend to buy a house for your own stay, then you have to set this reminder that this is going to be your long-term liability. Sorry to say this because according to Robert Kiyosaki, right, as long as this house is not generating you any cash flow, regardless of whether you're going to use them every single day, regardless of whether it's going to give you happiness, this is a long-term liability to you. So another shocking fact is that according to this book, The Millionaire Next Door, the author actually went to do research on the America's millionaires and he actually found out a shocking fact. Well, we all thought that when you think of millionaires, we thought that millionaires are those people who really live at their fullest life, right? But in fact, it is all wrong. According to this book, most of the millionaires didn't really accumulate wealth from the high-paying jobs or businesses. They all simply live below their means. And to the shocking fact to this author is that most of the millionaires in America only lived in small, decent houses. So that is actually how they keep up with their expenses and they manage to become millionaires. It's because of the small liabilities that they acquire. They always perceive that the house that you stay in is a kind of liability. While the next question that triggers you is that if you're buying a house for investment, what is the thing that you should look out for? Well, if let's say you are coming from the investor point of view, there are certain calculations that you got to really work on, especially for the investment part. Will you be able to earn that positive cash flow by you buying that house? What is that rental use going to be like? And if let's say you're buying it for capital appreciation, what is the exit strategy when you're buying the house? Do you have any plan to fall back to if you can't exit the game very soon, as compared to the timeline that you set for yourself? So as an investor, you got to really practice this critical thinking when you're buying these houses as investments. Well, every now and then I have heard of experiences from some of my clients and in fact my relatives who have overcommitted themselves into buying properties just because of their fear. Not the fear of buying, but the fear of missing out, the FOMO. They were having that fear, the urge to go and buy it impulsively without much thought, and they actually eventually regretted their decision. So you wouldn't want to fall into this category. That's why buying a house is really a huge choice, especially when it involves like hundreds of thousands of dollars of your wealth. So number 3 is buying property is really depending on your end goal. Well, most banks actually require the property buyers to cover their houses with insurance protections. So throughout my journey, when I was helping my clients out with their mortgages, with their house protection solutions, most clients who happen to be investors themselves, they tend to choose the cheaper solution to get themselves into the investment ground. Because by them getting a cheaper insurance, they wanted to just invest into the house. This may actually trigger them to have the ticket into the investment, but it may simply just cause headache to the family members. Now imagine if you actually just wanted to get a house, you just want to meet the criteria of the bank to finance your house with the cheapest insurance possible, but the insurance may not be suffice to actually finance for your house in case of your absence. Right? So the MLTA portion is actually not the full portion. So what's going to happen if one day the family member loses you? So the family member will need to actually think of how to finance the part that is not being protected. So I have also done up a video previously on how MRTA and MLTA can help with insuring your house. So I'm going to include the link down below so that you can refer to that. So with that said, I hope that you can give these pointers some thought before you enter into any property deals. Investing and earning money is totally good and awesome, but evaluating the pros and cons before every single move is the way for us smart investors. So So, my name is Chanel Chong. I'm an insurance planner, estate planner, and currently I'm also a co-founder of a property management company. So, if you like my video today, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button so that you will get notified every time when I upload a new video. So, I will see you in my next video. Bye!